Yes, Mansi ma'am, we can start. Mansi ma'am, you're on mute. Mansi ma'am, you're on mute.
Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. So hello all. I welcome all of you. I'm Dr. Manasi Rajadheksha from Consolation Limited, and I wish all of you a very happy Republic Day. We are all gathered here to encourage and greet our future promising generation of India. You must have noticed in the video that the journey of students to achieve this Dr. Kamala Sohoine Award is very enlightening for them. That means for students as well as for all of us. All of us thoroughly enjoyed it. To pat on the back of these young scientists and to bless them for their future endeavor, we are all here. We welcome our today's chief guest, Professor Smita Lele, and all the guests and our friends and family friends and students and parents and teachers, every one of you. Let me introduce all of you, our chief guest first, Professor Smita Lele. She is a master's in chemical engineering, master's and PhD in chemical engineering and technology, emeritus professor of with Institute of Science, in Institute of Chemical Technology, ICT. She's fellow Maharashtra Academy of Sciences, fellow Biotech Research Society of India, fellow Association of Food Science and Technology, fellow of Indian Chemical Society, and she has huge, absolutely huge experience over a period of 40 years in food technology, especially in fruit and vegetable processing. Her each and every project is very, very dynamic, very, very interesting. I've heard few projects from her through her speeches as well as in personal meets, and it's really interesting to know her work. She has published more than 160 international publications on her name, many books, and she has 4 patents. She has guided more than 100 masters and doctorate students. She is consultant to many food industries, and she has mentored 2 startups. Obviously, she is in many government bodies, many committees. List is big. I'll just give you one example. In 2021, she was chairperson for Ayush, Government of India Subcommittee, the website which helped us a lot to fight against COVID-19. So all those processes, steps, guidelines, they were designed by Ayush. She has received many distinguished awards, including the very famous one, Unz Maza Zhoka. We are all really fortunate to have Dr. Professor Smita Lele with all of us, especially to get Dr. Kamala Sohoine Award. Those students, they are going to listen to her speech on today's auspicious day, 26 January, as well as Dr. Kamala Sohoine Awards ceremony conducted by Consolation Limited. I'm fortunate that I could get opportunity to hear many informative and interesting speeches by Dr. Smita, and could get associated with her for few activities arranged by Marathi Vignan Parishad. Dr. Smita makes you realize that science not only surrounds us in every aspect of our life, but it's also within your body and mind. So we are all going to hear her very soon. So I welcome you, ma'am, and all the dignitaries once again who have joined here to witness Dr. Kamala Sohoine Award ceremony. Sujata, I'm handing over mic to you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Manu teacher kindly play the slides. Kindly play the PPT. Manu teacher, are you there? You can share your screen, Manu teacher.
Yeah, she's there. Yes, she's there. She will do it. She's
Okay.
muted.
Jayashri teacher, I'm making you host so you can take students in. Still, students are joining to us, so we'll start. I'm making you host, so take students in. Okay.
Yes, Manu teacher.
Manu teacher, are you there?
Yes.
Man, okay, Manu teacher.
Yes, ma'am. Sharing screen. Am I audible now?
Yes, we can hear you. Okay. Thank you, Manu teacher. Okay. So today I'm going to share with few things with you related Concepts Unlimited. Concepts Unlimited is established on 5th November 2010 with the intention of imparting conceptual clarity in the subject of science, especially for students, school students. So we say in our institute that always we say that we do science. So in our institute, we always learn the science by doing it. And to fulfill our intentions, we conduct various activities not only for students but also for parents, teachers, and as well as for Aji Azoba company also. What we have done in these last few years? We have developed more than 500 experiments for full students where can be done, those experiments can be done with easily available material, means the home material, or you can say the material which is around you, around the students. Conducted more than 200 science workshops for students, parents, teachers in all over Maharashtra. Till today, more than 5,000 students and 2,000 teachers, parents are participated in all our activities. Presented 3 research papers at 7th International Conference on Science in Society in 2015 Chicago, USA. The innovative project is designed to make, we have done the innovative projects. It is designed, all those projects are designed to make more creative and the research-minded students, school students in India. We have developed pedagogies for development of the scientific research and the logical thinking in school students. Our core team member means me, I'm Sujata. So Miss Sujata went for training at Mashau, Israel to study Israel education system. We use the different pedagogies for development of scientific research. We have developed the different pedagogies for development of the scientific research and the logical thinking in school students. We use the different pedagogies to make students understand conceptual science. I would like to share some innovative prompts with you. The most innovative it is YOSL. What is the YOSL? So the YOSL is nothing but your own science lab at home. So the YOSL is the platform for learning science by doing experiments. So it has been designed by taking into consideration that the global curriculum and students' ability to absorb the scientific concept. YOCL is created with the mission to take science to students' home who are missing this golden opportunity. YOCL is ready to cater the students from grade 5 to grade 9 from all educational boards and on pan-India basis. Big advantage of this program is that it is perfectly in line with the recently announced National Education Policy 2020, wherein main trust is given on the practical education rather than only theory part. So in this program, the students understand various concepts by means of experiments. So we provide them the conceptual experiment videos, theory behind each experiment, journal key, and the material required to perform experiment. During lockdown in this last 2 years, we had done a successful trial with the many students from different regions of Maharashtra, and we got very good positive feedback from all students. Our second course or the second project is nothing but we have the well-equipped lab at Dadar. And the grade 5 to 10 students come to our lab and they perform the experiments in the lab. Here, not only students but also teachers come into our lab to just enrich themselves or enrich for the enrichment program. We conduct the experiments with respect to the boards. Other things we provide, that is a consultancy for school labs. We provide the consultancy for school labs to equip their laboratories so they can be used their lab full-fledged. Some popular we have developed some science popular videos using the simple material which created the ego in the common people, and the students try those experiments at home. So we try to make a science concept simplified through these activity. All these videos are available on our YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel, Concepts Unlimited YouTube channel. So you will get all those videos on YouTube channel. This year we are doing collaborative work with the Sophia College, providing experiments. We are going to provide them the experiments and the consultancy for 2 schools, one from Haregaon, Nashik, and the other is located in Mumbai. So these are only the few programs I'm discussing with you. We have done the many programs, we have designed the many programs for the students and teachers. So working for students gives us the great pleasure, and we try to design the various activities for them. So as the name suggested, it is Concepts Unlimited. We are coming up with the new ideas and the new ventures. So I would like to share one of the new concept with you, that is a science library. And it is really innovative concept to which the urban as well as the rural students will also get benefits. And these are the this science library is open to all, and the local coordinators will run this library in the area. So we can establish this library in urban as well as in a rural area. Okay, please unmute yourself. Now, I'm not taking you much time. I know that all of you are eagerly waiting for fascinating speech by Dr. Smita Lele ma'am. So I hereby request Dr. Smita Lele ma'am to deliver the speech on Science for Happy Life. And after that, our students would be awarded in your presence. Hello, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
One more request, ma'am. Just 1 minute. It's a very small request to all of you that whatever the question you want to ask to Dr. Smita Lele ma'am, please put them in a chat box. So we would take note of them and convey to ma'am. And also please keep your device muted. Please, all of you, keep your device muted.
Thank you. She's running through the presentation because we were not able to see that fully. So good, we are now able to see that.
Yeah. Manu teacher.
Later complete because we could not see it. It was only the first slide. Now we are able to see it.
Yeah, it was lagging
So we are
behind. So
seeing
let
that, yeah.
it get over. These are workshops at Concord.
Yes.
These are the workshops we have conducted. This is Israel. I went to Israel for training at Masham.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. So at the outset, I must thank my friend Manasi and entire team of Concept. A very good job, and I think they are completing 12 years, which in our olden culture is called Ek Tap. Because to make a significant difference in mindset, you need 12 years. So in olden days, 8व्या वर्षी munja, and 12 years you learn something, may it be Sangeet, may it be some education. And so I'm sure that Concept has now reached that level of maturity to come out with many more concepts in years to come. And with this COVID, all of us are forced to take alternate platforms like through internet. So they will continue to touch more students. One could be directly, and there could be one more wing. Those who are not in Mumbai or where they cannot reach, maybe they can help them through. Now, I don't know how to talk to such small kids. First of all, congratulations to all those who are getting awards today, and also to all those who are not getting awards today because they have participated. Unless there is a participation and a competition, somebody comes first, somebody comes second, that doesn't matter. You have to compete with yourself. So whatever you did last time, if you are doing better this time, you are A grade, you are number one. So it doesn't matter even if you are not getting the award today, if you have participated, I must congratulate you. Now, I have made a special presentation for you because I always like to talk philosophy of science. If you see highest degree, it is PhD, Doctor of Philosophy. May it be Marathi, may it be Sanskrit, may it be chemistry, may it be biology. And so I always like to talk of philosophy of science and how we can use science to make our life more happy. Because that's what we want at the end of the day. Why we want good education? Because we want good life, we want good job. Why I want good job? Because I want good money. Why I want good money? Because I want good life. And why I want good life? Because that will make me happy. If I'm a girl, or maybe later on I'll get married, or I will educate my children, or whatever it is. Some of us may not get married, that doesn't matter. But we feel that every day I'm moving because I want to be more happy. And one tool for that is I have to educate myself. And if I'm trying to educate myself, I think science becomes a fundamental thing. Even if you don't take science after 10, doesn't matter. That foundation of having a scientific approach towards life is very important. So I'm trying to use some stories in my presentation. And I just thought of one more story, which is not part of my presentation. So I'll start with that. It was a Marathi story of Sankamya. So I'll narrate it very, very short. And that will bring out the importance of practical knowledge, laboratory experiments, and what concept is doing. And that's why I'm adding this story. So in very short, I will narrate it. This is a story of olden days when not a lot of vehicles were there. So there was a small boy, maybe 10 years old, maybe your age, but he was little Sankamya. He didn't have that common sense or the practical knowledge. So he was walking to his mama's house, which was maybe 5 kilometers. That was not far. One had to walk. So when he went to mama's house, I told him, Mama, that if mama gives you some gift, keep it in your pocket properly and bring. And lo, what happens? Mama had many pets, and there was a dog, and she got a lot of puppies. And this fellow loved on puppies. So he just picked up one and kept it in the pocket and brought home. The puppy was dead. Because mother never thought he will bring puppy and keep in the home. So she said, oh no, don't do that. So next time if you go to mama's house, he gives you a gift like this, you should tie a rope. And look, this boy went there after 2 months. And this time he brought jalebi. So he tied a rope and he carried it through the road. So obviously by the time he came home, there was no jalebi. So mama said, what is this, yaar? If mama gives you something, just make a small, take a piece of paper and fold it and keep it on your head. Put your cap so that you will not lose it. Oh Lord, third time he gets a butter And what happens when he is walking through the sunlight? All the butter has come. So this small story which I learned as a child, Sankamya, the message that story gives you is don't take things literally, but develop common sense, which is nothing but logic. And so hands-on training will teach you the logic. So with this, let me start sharing my screen. Yes. Can you see it? Can you see my presentation?
Yes.
Yes. So I have tried to link science with happiness in life because all of us want to be happy. If there is anybody who is living because he wants to be unhappy, then he may not listen to my lecture. But I doubt whether there is anybody like that. Now, I have a YouTube channel, Dr. Smita Lele, which has got 70 videos as of now. Many of them are in Marathi on a varied subjects. But during COVID, I've particularly uploaded Marathi videos on Anna Brahma, that is nutrition. And also this is for the mothers and teachers and adults who are actually cooking for the family most of the time or seeing that everybody gets the good food. And there are many other things also. For 10th standard students, there are videos on how to select appropriate career. So a couple of them are also there. So you can see it or you can also reach me if you want. So second story, that is first from my presentation. Anytime when I start teaching in the class, engineering students, but my first lecture will always have this first Akbar Bilbar story. And almost all my lectures used to have stories, at least one story. And I still remember, however old you are, everybody loves to read stories. So even the final year students will like sit like this and I'll say, okay, let me tell you a story. And so this Birbal story is very important because how you should be a good student, whether you are doing science, arts, doesn't matter. Whatever you are doing, how you will grasp it properly. This story brings out that message. So like, as usual, Akbar was very intelligent and very witty. So he used to announce some competitions, which will always have some quiz or some, each in them. So one such competition was any poet anywhere across India or around can walk to the capital, and if he recites a new poem, he gets 100 gold coins. 6 months went, many poets came, tried that, nobody won the prize. After 6 months, one person came all the way traveling from a very far distance, and when he reached Delhi, he came to know that there were so many participants, nobody got that award. It's like announcing Dr. Kamala Sohoine Award, and every year nobody gets it, nobody gets it. You'll start saying, what is this? Why nobody is getting it? There must be some reason. So he went to Birbal's house, and Birbal saw his poems. They were really wonderful poems. Birbal thought, he's a very talented poet. He must get this award or this prize of 100 gold coins. So he told him, keep your poems aside and write a simple poem which I tell you with that message. And tomorrow go to the darbar and read out that. And look, what was that poem? That poem said that this poet is saying that, hey Raja, last year you came to my home because you had gone out for some shikar. And that typical story, Raja and Pradhan and everybody's far off. Raja didn't have credit card, he didn't have money, he didn't have mobile. And so he didn't know what to do. And so he went to somebody's house and he took some money for his. So the poet said that this poet gave 100 gold coins to Raja. And he has come here to take back his money. There was pin drop silence. In fact, people were worried that Raja might be so angry, they'll say, Iska Sudavardya, Doka Udva. Raja started laughing. He realized. So if everybody knows that poem, that means it is true. And it is a shame. So Raja said, okay, this is a new poem. So you have won it. And now you recite your other poems. So what was the hitch in it? Raja had ek party, dvipati and tripati in his darbar. And so anybody recites new poem, ek parties are less, 1 or 2 perhaps. None of us is. He will stand up and he will recite that. Then one of the Tripathi will get up. Tripathis are more. Maybe there were 5. They'll say, I remember, he will recite. So now 3 times people have heard it. So there are many Tripathis. You and me, most of us are Tripathis. That surname is also there. Have you come across anybody with a surname Ekpati? I have not come across. Okay. So then, so many people know this. How can it be a new poem? So the message that story is giving is, many of us are Tripathi. So you are listening to me. So write down something. And if you have written down, the second path has happened. Because I mentioned Ramayana Mahabharat ke baad main hu. So I studied without Xerox. Internet to question hi nahi hai. Aapke parents also studied without internet. I studied without Xerox. We made handwritten notes. Books were expensive. Copying was not there. That is Xeroxing. Okay. And so, if you write down, jot down important points, second revision ho gaya. And if you have made at least scribble some notes. Even today I do it when I listen to Professor Sharma sir or our Mashelkar sir. On phone, I will jot down some new ideas. So if you have jotted down, you will read it at least once. So ho gaya 3 part. And then it becomes part and parcel of your system like a snowball. Do you know the term snowball effect? So when the snowball starts falling, rolling down, it will become bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is nothing but an autocatalytic reaction. It's not a chemical reaction. It's a physical process. So the conditions created are such that more and more of that process will happen. And this is working in the world. That's why you will see so-called vicious circle. Paisa kade paisa jato, success kade success jato, less marks in 10th, not good college, still less marks in 12th, not good education. So in my book I have written 4 years maja, 40 years saja. Work hard for those 4 years of professional course and have a better life. And so it is autocatalytic. And that's why it is very important that you have good understanding of science and you apply it in your life. So science doesn't always mean अच्छा पानी पियो उसमें बैक्टीरिया है पेट बिगड़ जाएगा. I am not going to tell you anything like that because you already know. And so many people tell you about it. That is there, but I am going to give you little different eyesight, or I would say एक magic का चश्मा मैं आपको देना चाहती हूँ. That's why this lecture. So how this word Vijnan has come? Vijnan means enhanced knowledge. That is not just the normal information, but something more than that. So imagine just now, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj era, some Mawala comes here. He will say, ye to sab bhutat kiya hai, because the horses are drinking something which is, they are not eating grass, our cars. In fact, first time when I saw a Sonic car, I was 25 years old. I was already MTech, but I was so surprised. Why? Because if you are not used to something, you are surprised. So with the clap, that big car was coming back. And it was Ferrari, but I never knew that the Ferrari is the name of a car because there was no internet. And somebody gifted it to my son, somebody from America. And I was so surprised. And first time when I saw a remote, I was so surprised because I'm not used to it. And today's kids are born with mobile attached to them. So today's science was yesterday's miracle. And today's miracle is tomorrow's science. And that's how the journey continues. Another thing, the concept of temperature. When I was small, I just loved that experiment, which was just pictorial thing. That keep 3 pots, 3 pans. Middle one has room temperature water. One side cold water, one side hot water. Put your own hands and take it out and see your left hand says, "Arey, this is a hot water," because it has come from the cold water zone and vice versa. And you put the thermometer here and put here, same thing. That means thermometers are not affected by the past preconceived notions. So that's where the lesson given in that thing was, apne jnanendriya or perceptions are misleading. So do proper scientific measurements. Okay. So in my book, again, I'm referring, those who want, I can always give those copies, especially 10th standard. Copies are there in ICT. Mansi madam can pick up. They're free for your use. So there is 1-2T syndrome for students. Why you don't get as much success as you should? 2T syndromes. I thought and I forgot. So don't think when you're doing experiment, if SOP, what to do is given, please do that. You will get that result because H2 plus O is H2O. There is nothing like Maharashtrian H2O and Punjabi HCl and American E. coli. There's nothing like that. Science is universal. Science is same. So that's one beauty of science. Since we were talking of thermometer, I just looked up. This is how that olden thermometer looked. It looked like something very, very great equipment, isn't it? But supposing I have to make a thermometer myself at home, and I want to make both Celsius and Fahrenheit scale, what I will do? Fundamental thinking. Very simple. Once I tell you, you will be so happy to know it. But otherwise, you have just ratta mara hai, how to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. Ratta maar ke kiya hai. I don't want you to do that. Look at the logic behind it. So I took two same capillaries. I have same bulbs. I have put mercury in both. They are identical. So what was my first step? First step was I took ice. I put both these thermometers, which I have to make myself. And the thread rise to a certain level, same in both. And in one I mark, it is 32 because I am making Fahrenheit. In other one, I mark 0. I put the same thermometers, both of them now in the boiling water. So both the threads have risen. And on one, I put 212 because that's the boiling point for Fahrenheit scale for water. And I put 100. And so here 212 minus 32, that is 180. So I divided this thread into 180 parts. And the same length thread I divided into 100 parts. And so you will get your first fundamental understanding of engineering, where you do heat transfer studies, that when it is delta T, that is if you are talking of temperature difference, that 32, that is origin, doesn't come into picture. So the difference of delta T for Fahrenheit versus Celsius is only multiply by 1.8. So your delta C will become delta F, or divide by 1.8. From where this 1.8 has come? Because 180 degrees difference between the ice and boiling point is 100 years. So 180 degrees, 180 currency in one value is 100 years. It's just like $70 is 70 rupees is $1, or 90 rupees is 1 pound, something like that. So very, very easy. And see here picture. So if you carefully see, actually it is this Fahrenheit scale, a smaller one, and 1.8 will make it same. And since it is a straight line, you need only 2 points and you can solve it at what temperature it is same, and look at minus 40, both the scales meet. Okay, fine. So now let's go to the next story. So the unknown is like an elephant and we are all blind. So when I tried to see this pictorial thing, even there I found many, many different ways it is shown. So I picked it up to show you that same experiment, different people may do it differently. But that experiment which is designed in the most rational way will give you maximum knowledge. So this one is more of a, psychology based. So you will see here the people shown. It's difficult to read, but I can share this with you. So, and it is from internet. So they are just trying to show somebody is Hindu, somebody is Sikh, somebody is Muslim. And each one is saying, ye are elephant aisa hai, ye aisa hai. But actually elephant to alag hi hai. And look at that elephant. What is happening? He's worried. Are yaar, what are you saying? Because the message given here is not just the elephant, but some other message of all of us are same, dharma is same is also given there. Then I looked at one more thing. So this is little better scientifically. So you are seeing pictorially, everybody is looking and okay, like a rope and a wall and a tree trunk and this like a bala and this is like somebody saying chatai or a fan or maybe like a snake. Okay. Better experiment. Look at this elephant, these expressions, they're different. Because it is artist view. Okay. And now this one, I like this little better. Why? Not only that it is saying in the word, but look, the person is climbing. and then exploring. You see my point? Because what is the size of elephant and what is the size of a human being? So in earlier pictures, they were all standing. So they will have lesser vision, lesser observation. Here you are doing there different things. And then all these 6 people come and tell the teacher, wise teacher, they give the data. So what is the data? Like whatever said here in words are picked up pictures. So this is the data, like tree trunk and a fan and a rope and a snake and a wall and a smear. Okay, so then the teacher tries to make an elephant in his mind. And look at his elephant. He has put tree trunk सामने और फैन लगा दिया पीछे हवा खाने के लिए और सांप और रोप बिछा दिया नीचे बीच में वॉल और ऊपर आ गए 2 ये. So now you imagine that this is real elephant. तो उसके टीथ ऊपर है, उसके एक ही कान है वो पीछे है और शेपुट नीचे है, ट्रंक भी नीचे है एंड ट्री ट्रंक सामने है, wall in between है. Does that elephant looks like this? Not at all. So the teacher now has to improve his experiment. He should not just send them and bring them. He should try to have a better order. So he should tell them, you stand on this side, left side, you stand on right side, you go up, you go down, and tell me who saw the one on the left side, what did you see? And how many tree trunks were there? Okay, go around 4. So 4 legs. How many ropes were there? Only 1. How many snakes were there? How many fans? 2. Okay. So this is now pictured. So this is the wall. These are tree trunks. This is the snake. This is the fan. This is the rope. See? So the wise man has made it. I have shown it as 2D, but it's a 3-dimensional model. And the wise man's model is much closer to the science. So what do we learn from this story? That is, whenever you are trying to understand science, you have an hypothesis. So in that old story of elephant, hypothesis is it's an animal. Okay, so you need something to walk, you need something to eat. You know, those are the basic assumptions you're putting, and that's why you will have 4 legs to walk or 2 legs to walk, but you cannot walk on 1 leg, and you will have something with which you can eat, you know, that kind of thing. So then you have to design and conduct the experiment, and then you ask this question or logic, then where, what, and accept or reject hypothesis. So at advanced level, it is done through mathematical modeling. So I wrote in my book this story about 40 years back when computers were developed only as a ganak yantra, that is calculation. Today with artificial intelligence, it's a reality. So that time, the story which I had constructed was, have 2 rooms, and in one there is a great Vidwan encyclopedia who has answers for everything. And in another one, you keep a computer who is equipped with even all 5 senses of human being, which now is true. When I wrote in 1980, it was not there. But now there is artificial tongue, that is an instrument, artificial nose, which is also an instrument. And there is artificial intelligence-based, robo or almost like human. So they have all those senses. So I ask questions, and from both the rooms, I get same answers. So C is computer, H is human. So what model I will write? Computer is equal to human. This is not acceptable. Will you have a friendship with a computer? Will you kill a computer? Will you marry a computer? Will you be friendly with a computer? You cannot have that. So then somebody will say, oh, madam, human is not alone. Human is body plus intelligence. Okay, so let me split my model, and my H becomes B plus I. And on computer side, human intelligence is there. So C plus I is B plus I. So what is now my new model for computer? Computer is equal to B. That is, computer can definitely physically replace human beings. This is what I showed in 1980 when I was teaching. But now with artificial intelligence, we are trying to replace H because the computers are taking decisions. So that is what is meant by artificial intelligence. That is, you give so much data that they can take decision. But sometimes it doesn't happen. So again, I will tell you a funny story. A small kid, 4 years, ICT, and next is Don Bosco school, and a small lane in between. So KG school, if the mother trains him to cross that small road, in one week, he will have that confidence. So what does the mother say? Look on the left, Nothing is coming, look on the right. So she will say the car is coming, truck is coming, bike is coming, don't go. Same program I do on a robo. But one day there was an elephant. And sometimes elephants do come in Mumbai to collect some money and all, they will have an owner with them. And so the robo will cross because robo programmer never told him that elephant is coming across. It was given taxi, truck, rickshaws are not there in ICT area, a bike, cycle, that kind of thing. But the child did not cross because child used its own discretion that something moving is danger for me, I must not go. But now we are trying to teach the robo by giving so much data that almost the robo can take decision like a human being. So simplest model is straight line, which all of you have studied. Y is equal to mx plus c. If you change the origin, it becomes y is equal to mx. C can be shifted. And we saw it with Fahrenheit and Celsius scale. Complex models could be many, many more things. And then the question is, can I model my life? It may be little too high for you, so I will skip. But definitely the answer is yes. And if yes, how to do that? So you can formulate the problem and solve by trial and error or by analytical solution. And how many times we live? Only once. But many times when you make mistake in the lab, what answer you do? Madam, I was doing it for first time. Does that mean you will do it wrongly? So when you are on the deathbed, and if supposing God comes saying, okay, now you are supposed to die, will you tell God, oh, I did it for the first time, so send me back because I didn't do it properly? So first time also you have to do it perfectly. And that's why there are manuals, there are seniors who will teach you. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, that how you should make your life happy using various scientific tools. So what is life? Past, present, futures. I can write some such integral equation. For those who are very small, leave it. But in principle, it is something like summation of all old stories is my past. Just now I'm talking to you is our present. And based on what I do today, most probable things what will happen is tomorrow. So look at carom board or billiard. So when I'm starting to hit that and a small change, either I get a hit or I miss it. Okay. So let us accept that this is the 4th dimension time axis. And for all of us, it is moving through one ring. So there is a 5th dimension that is a more degree of freedom that on this ring, although I will always move by one ring in 1 year. All of us, we don't have choice, but where on this ring? So that's called as 5th dimension. And I believe that all of us have a choice that where I go on the ring. And that's what I mean by a small hit or miss. And that's why I'm giving you this lecture, so that a small change, ek jo chasma mantla na, ek dola, in your life towards having a scientific approach while living, asking the question why and why not, will make a change. So this is, I think, almost my last slide, if I'm not wrong. So I believe that there are 2 families in this universe or on this earth, conceptually. One family is Mr. Light and one family is Mr. Dark. Anybody knows wavelength of visible light? Yes, all of you know. Can you give me wavelength of darkness? If you can give, you will get next year's Nobel Prize for physics. Because darkness is the condition where light doesn't exist. Can you show me measure for poverty? No. But can you show me 500 rupees note? Yes. So lack of money could be poverty or lack of wealth. Can you show me your book of ignorance of mathematics? No. You can show me a book of mathematics knowledge. So absence of knowledge is ignorance. Have you ever seen any book saying how to fail in 10th? Suicide karne ke 100 आसान तरीके. Have you seen any such book? Because such things are conditions created by way of absence of good things. So success, happiness, everything, if one comes, everything comes because autocatalytic. And if you don't get good marks in 10, then you go in that negative thing. You see my point? So all of us must be part of Mr. Light family. And that is where our mindset also makes a difference, because I have some talks on happy hormones. Your mothers and parents can see it, which I uploaded at Diwali time, that whatever we are eating, whatever we are living, even stress affects, even those who are more stressed, they will get more stress and they have higher probability of falling sick, not just COVID, always in life. And so I hope that my lecture has enlightened you. Has anybody said की मला समजल्यावर अरे माझ्या डोक्यात किती छान काळोख पडला? Nobody in the world, in no language, it is said like that, because knowledge is always compared with light. And I hope आप सबके दिमाग का अभी फ्यूज नहीं उड़ गया है, लाइट लग गया है. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Such an enlightening lecture, and it's really mind blowing, and it's really fascinating lecture. And I like that integral part, that integral equation of life. And really, our students definitely त्यांची लाईट आता पेटली असेल आणि how to study in the life they got it. I hope so. So thanks a lot, ma'am. Thank you a lot. If someone has any questions, you can put your questions in a chat box. So definitely we would answer those questions, and we would convey those questions to ma'am. Okay. Now let's move ahead and we'll check now. Let's know more about the brilliant Dr. Kamala Sohoine and her work. As you know, this is a Dr. Kamala Sohoine Award. So today we are going to discuss about her work. So I request Manu teacher to take a charge of the next program. Okay, next part of the program. Manu teacher, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Hello, all. We would like to present that how Dr. Kamala Sohoine inspired us to develop experiments and having that same interest to perform it at home. By this word, I remembered that once Dr. Kamala has gathered some ingredients from kitchen and was observing them with bottom of heart. The duration was she completed her graduation and waiting to get admission for MSc. Her father saw her with different ingredients and he asked, "What are you going to do with this?" She answered that I want to find the nutrient value of this which we have daily in our meal. And for that, getting admission for MSc is very much important for me. Now we can see the passion of Dr. Kamala towards her work. Before getting admission, she started her efforts for means from household materials and was clear with her observations and thoughts. So while now Master Swanand Marathe, our grade 6 student, will tell us about her comments of her MSc journey. Swanand?
Swanand, are you there? Swanand? I think so. He's not there. You can go ahead. Okay.
Ma'am, I have sent
Swanand
the
is
recorded
there.
video.
Yeah.
Okay, Swanand, start your video then.
Miss, I have sent the recorded video.
No, you have to say here. Hello. Hello, Swanand.
Yes, miss.
Manu teacher, you can go ahead with the this. We'll contact Swanand again. Okay.
He's there.
Miss,
Na?
can you please give me 2 minutes?
He's
Yeah,
there.
sure.
He's there.
Sure.
You can
Yes, Swanand.
play your recorded also. Otherwise, you can say it again, Swana.
Huh. It's no worries, Swanand. We will give you 2 minutes. You just prepare yourself and you can go ahead. Okay.
It was like ghost in the apartment. I look at Joe Fitzgerald and the fact that look at that reaction. We love it. Talk about
Urmika and Ishan, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I am there.
Okay. Okay.
Both of you are ready now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Yes, miss, I'm ready.
Okay, Swanan, it's okay. Now you can share your camera first of all so we could see you.
Yes, miss.
Okay, beta. Yes, very much good. Okay, you can start.
Yeah, miss. An incident of 1933. It occurred in the world-renowned research institute. The Indian Institute of Sciences director, Dr. Sir C.V. Raman's Species Gallery. Raman sir was talking with great annoyance to the two people who came to meet him. The best quality research is done in our institute. Girls can never do the hard work required for it. So, girls are not admitted in our institute. Every single word of Raman sir was bringing eternal grief to the pair of father and daughter. The daughter, who had come with her father, well dressed in a 9-yard sari with tight braids of her hair and a glow of unparalleled knowledge on her face. Miss Kamala Narayan Bhagwat was listening to his words with a determined expression. As soon as Sir finished what he wanted to say, she politely but in a sharp voice replied, Sir, with the only feeling that I am a girl, without knowing whether I have the qualities required for research, if you refuse admission, I do not agree. If this is the case, then I will perform satyagraha at the door of the organization till I get admission. Raman was astounded by this outspokenness and boldness. Kamala was told that she would not be admitted in MSc. She would have to work on probation for 1 year. If she would get qualified, the year after she would be granted the permission to join MSc. And so she became the first woman scientist of the Indian Institute of Science. Thank you.
So the movement when Kamala accepted working for 1 year on probation, Professor Srinivas Iyer was ready to guide her, but he said, Kamala, you need to work in lab from morning 5 to night 10 p.m. She replied, yes, but I need to spend daily 2 hours to play tennis. That's how she was particular about her health and she got the permission. But not a single person used to play with her. Even there was no girl in the institute, but she never skipped that 2 hours. She used to play with the marker, and I am happy to share that we have observed these qualities in our many students. They are equally active in other activities like swimming, Bharatnatyam, cricket, drama. They are achieving medals and excited to come in lab and perform experiments with that good developing skills. While by the time Kamala found the buffalo milk is good for health, but on other hand, it is difficult to digest. But this work was not enough. She started working on the sprouted pulses. Each one of us may had noticed that we grow sprouts to particular length because if we grow it longer, it loses its nutrient value. This was first introduced by Kamala. So now let's see what was the output of this 1 year. Our grade 6 student Miss Urmika Godbole will tell us about her further journey towards her success.
Thank you. With this 1 year work,
Sir C.V. Raman was overwhelmed. The next year, he gave Kamala ma'am an admission for MSc. Not only that, 2 more women were given new admissions. After that, Raman sir started playing tennis with Kamala ma'am. Kamala ma'am received the Bombay President's Technical Scholarship for Research. She became the first Indian woman to receive this scholarship. Later, Kamala ma'am left for Cambridge for her PhD. It's like hearing the story of Kamala ma'am getting admission in the lab there. Kamala ma'am met the director to get her to work for her PhD research in the laboratory. He said there was no place to work in the laboratory. To convince Kamala ma'am, he took her with him around the lab. He said, if you show the empty space in the lab, that space is yours. But there was really no space in the lab. But a good researcher named Dr. Richter came to know this scientist. He said, let's use the table in partnership. You work from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and I will work from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. He also got the permission from the director. After completing her higher education, Kamala ma'am returned to India. Some days research was done at Delhi and some days research was done at Kunnur. Eventually, she got married to Madhavrao Sohonie. She came to Mumbai and settled down. Thank you.
So, returning back to India was also the great decision she took, because once Professor Chandrasekhar come purposely to meet Kamala and congratulated her. He asked, now after having doctorate degree, what are the further plannings? Dr. Kamala answered, will return back to India. Professor was surprisingly looking to her. She said, yes, I need to work for my country. Professor was trying to make her understand that there are very less people who will appreciate your work in India. Kamala replied, but there are number of students who need a proper guidance. Professor reacted, what? You are going to teach students? Dr. Kamala replied, why not? I want to develop many scientists from India. I know I am the first lady to get PhD or the to represent national science conference, but it should not be only me. But I want to develop number of lady scientists to get this opportunity in their life. Professor again asked, are you sure the situation will not that easy? Dr. Kamala said, whatever struggle will be there, I am ready to face it for my country. I am firm on my decisions. And how she proved it, that we will listen from our grade 6 student, Master Ishan Nagvekar.
Yes, ma'am. Let's move to the year 1949. The year 1949 saw the foundation of Biochemistry Department at the Royal Institute of Science in Mumbai. A highly qualified Madam Kamala Sohonie with a vision of scientists started working here. Her tenure was marked by many great researches. Let us see an interesting incident. Our Honorable President, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, and the world-renowned scientist, Dr. Homi J. Baba, were on a visit to the institute. Impressed by Dr. Kamala Sohonie's work, the president suggested her to do a research on Nira, a sap extracted from toddy plants. Within no time, Dr. Kamala Sohonie started her research. Nira is an extremely nutritious drink, especially rich in vitamin B. However, there was no sufficient awareness among the society about the virtuous drink Nira. Dr. Kamala Sohonie had to work very hard on the subject. It took almost 10 to 12 years for her to do the work and bring it to the notice of everybody. Realizing it as a good and cheap supplement for the poor tribals, she went on to popularize the drink. The introduction of it in the diet of pregnant women and the malnourished tribal children significantly improved their health. Dr. Kamala Sohonie's work got its due recognition. She was awarded with President's Award in 1960 at the hands of our Honorable President, Mr. Rajendra Prasad. Thank you.
So as we heard about her work towards society, one more incident maybe all of you aware about it, that in 1952 found worms in RM milk centers milk bottles, and to find the reason behind it, the responsibility was given to Dr. Kamla, and she did excellent in her work and found the reason that milk consumer did not wash a bottle properly and return it to the center as it is. She played an important role for this research project. She did lot of research in different projects, as she was not only a good scientist but also a good teacher, like her guide Professor Srinivas Iyer. Like he found research qualities in her and guided her. Same way, Dr. Kamla also noticed the research work and qualities in a lab assistant named Sukumaran. She introduced him to Dr. Herman Lehman, and further Sukumaran's participation helped in discovery of sickle cell anemia. We will always keep Dr. Kamla Soni as ideal and work passionately. Now I request Sujata ma'am to take charge of next part of the program.
Thank you, Manu teacher. Thank you, Ishan. Thank you, Urmika. And thank you, Swanan, for the excellent information about the Dr. Kamala Soni. Now we'll start our most awaited program, that is Dr. Kamala Sohonie Award prize distribution ceremony. Today we are going to declare the Excellence Awards. But before that, we'll just try to understand what are intentions of the Dr. Kamala Soni Award. We started this award in the last year only. It is the second year of this award. Why we have started? So our intention, it is nothing but to encourage the students to learn science conceptually, to get students with the important concepts by performing experiments or at home, or especially in the pandemic or in the post-pandemic era, to encourage the students to like, love, and know the science, and even in the absence of a school periods, to get students familiar with the pedagogy suggested by the National Education Policy 2020. Now, the Excellence Awards are based on students' performance in the theory, practical, as well as presentations. So, I would like to tell you about um, how these awards were designed, or how we are going to give this Excellence Award. So, first of all, we have formed two groups. The exam was conducted in three phases. Phase 1, online theory. Phase 2, online experiment exam. And the phase 3, online presentations. So everything, the entire exam is online exam. Now, when we think about the experiments, everyone feels like the experiments can be done or can be performed in a laboratory only. But it's not a fact. We can perform the experiments at home also, and we had designed the experiments from grade 5 to grade 8 in such a way that the students can perform the experiment at home. So we had conducted the online experiment course, in which for some experiments we had sent some basic material to the students, and the rest of the experiments they have performed using household things. So uniqueness of this program is the student, those who appeared for the theory exam, we allowed all of them for online practical exam, because that experience is important, that performing experiments at home. So we allowed all students for practical exam. To conduct the online practical exam, it was a big task for us, because some of the students appeared from the rural area. So to keep it in mind, we have designed the experiment using easily available household things. Our students, parents, and we too enjoyed these exams and the entire process. All our students had taken immense efforts, and so we have sent we are going to send the participation certificates to all of them. So all of you will get, those who participated in this exam, all of you will get the e-participation certificate. On the basis of the theory and the practical marks, we have chosen the 5 students from each group, and then we have conducted online presentations. Here we have evaluated students on the basis of clarity of the thoughts, presentation skill, and concepts covered and application of mind. From these 5 students, 1 student will be a winner and the remaining students will be a consolation prize, will get the consolation prizes. So, first of all, those who conducted that presentation sessions, I'll first thank to all judges. It is Dr. Prabha Shetty ma'am from Sophia College, Dr. Satish Kolte sir from KC College, Mr. Ratish Natu, he's a specialist in biology, so he took the interview, and Miss Chetali, she is from Sate College, Miss Chetali. So this is thanks for all interviewers. All these judges interviewed our students, and our students got valuable guidance and the suggestions from you. So, in the presence of respected Chief guest Dr. Smita Lele, all our supporters, parents and students, I request to Dr. Mansi ma'am to hand over these awards to the students. And I request all of you to unmute yourself to appreciate the students by clapping. So now I'm going to declare our this year means 2021-22 awards. So all of you, please unmute yourself so you can clap and just encourage our student and appreciate our students. Mansi ma'am, are you there? Shall we start? Mansi ma'am?
Yes, very much. Yes, very much. I'm there.
Yeah. First, I'll declare the awards from the junior group. So Dr. Kamala Sohoine Award 2021 or 21-22 junior group. First, I'll declare the consolation prizes. The first consolation prize goes to Ishan Nagvekar. He is from Kankavli. I request Mansi ma'am to hand over the certificate and consolation award to him. Hello Ishan, just 1 minute Mansi ma'am. I'll pin both of you. Just give me 1 minute. Ishan, say
Yes,
something.
ma'am.
So I'll come. Okay, just
Yes, ma'am.
I'll pin your video also. So I'll get it. Okay, your mom, someone is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just tell, call your mom.
Ma. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just hand over the award. Stand and Ishan stand, so I'll get the entire picture and go little back. Yeah, thank you. He's from Kankavli. Ishan, he is from Kankavli. Now my second consolation awards goes to Soumya Desai from Mumbai. Big claps for Soumya. Soumya. Hello Soumya, are you there? Just 1 minute Soumya. Say something Soumya.
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah, just 1 minute Soumya. Say something so I can get your thing.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes Soumya, just give me 1 minute. I'll pin your video so it will be visible.
Unmute
Yes
yourself.
Soumya, tell your mom to just, yes.
She's muted again.
Yeah. Next consolation awards goes to Nishat Dhandakar from Mumbai. Big hands for Nishat. Nishat, say something. So, Nishat, are you there?
Yes, he's there.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, 1 minute. I'll pin your video. Okay, Nishat. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Nishat.
Welcome, ma'am. Thank you.
Next consolation prize goes to Rajvardhan Patel. Rajvardhan, please start your video. Your mom, someone is there?
Yes.
You received the certificate? We'll
Yes.
send it to you. Please take that certificate in your hand.
Thanks.
Hold that certificate so could get a picture. Congratulations, Rajvardhan. Rajvardhan from Kolhapur. He joined us from Kolhapur. Congratulations, Rajvardhan. Now, I'm going to declare winner. So our winner, she is from Kankavli, who she has explained us water is present in each fruit and vegetable. Fruits and vegetable is one of the good source of water from which our body get a good amount of the water. And she has performed many experiments with the vegetables and the fruits and done the fabulous presentations. None other than Kavya Gandalkar from Kankavli. So I request Mansi ma'am, just say something about Kavya. Yes.
Hearty congratulations, Kavya. Well done. Fantastic. And here I would like to add one point. Sushma Kedi madam is there in Kankoli. Right now she is with Kavya. And she's our counterpart of Concepts Unlimited at Kankoli. And she has developed many students. Kedi madam is absolutely brilliant and she has a huge passion about students. And she has always helped us to reach Kankavli, to reach many students over there. And Kavya is Kenny Madam student too. So it is the best thing to get award, Kavya, from Kenny Madam herself. That will be a great honor for you also and for us also. So I request Kenny Madam to do the felicitation for Kavya at their place only, at Kankavli only. Wow, medal. Dr. Kamala Sohoine Award medal. Fantastic.
Congratulations.
And certificate. Wow, fantastic. Great. And envelope of a cash prize. So great, Kavya. Well done.
Thank you.
So, Kavya, congratulations.
मॅम काव्याला काहीतरी सांगायचंय.
Yeah.
Kavya, say.
Ma'am, actually, I followed Lele madam. During the presentation, I watched her videos very much because the way she presents, I like it very much. And I try to present that way.
Okay.
Oh, great.
Good. Great.
डॉक्टर कमला सोहोनी मॅडमचा वसा, डॉक्टर स्मिता लेले मॅडमचा वसा आता काव्यापर्यंत जाऊन पोहोचलेला आहे. सो फॅन्टास्टिक.
Yes.
रिअली ग्रेट थिंग टू नो. Good.
Yes.
Thank you.
One
Thank
more
you,
thing
Kenny
I would
madam.
like to
Thank
add
you.
about Kavya. She has scored 100 out of 93 marks in Homi Bhabha exam, the Homi Bhabha Junior Scientist exam, and she secured the first rank all over Maharashtra. So congratulations for that also, Kavya. So she is first in Maharashtra at Dr. Kamala Sohoine, Dr. Homi Bhabha exam.
Homi Baba.
Second in Maharashtra.
Second?
Second in Maharashtra.
Okay.
From Pune and second from
But she is first in Kolhapur division, I think.
Kolhapur division, yes.
Yeah, Kolhapur division. First in Kolhapur division.
Second in Maharashtra.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Congratulations once again, Kavya.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now we'll move towards the senior group awards. First consolation prize goes to Gayatri Zhate from Malwan. So I request Gayatri, please, if you're there, say something so it could be in your video. Gayatri, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. My internet connection is not stable.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait a
fine.
minute.
It's okay.
It's okay. Can you
Gayatri,
just switch on the
congratulations.
video for a minute? For 1 minute or 1 second? Yes. Do you receive the certificate? Can you just hold it?
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Very good.
Yeah, fantastic.
She is from Malvan. Very good, Gayatri. Next consolation prize goes to Abir Mandlik. Abir, are you there? Abir? I think so. He's not.
Abir, are you there?
Abir?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's not there. He's from Mumbai. Okay.
Abir
Now
is
the
our
next.
past year student also.
Yeah, he's a past student. Okay. The next consolation prize goes to Om Chauhan from Pune.
Very good.
Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
He has also done the good presentation with the many experiments. Very good, Om.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now the next consolation prize goes to Aryan Patil. Aryan, are you there? Aryan? Hello. Hello. Aryan, are you there? I think so. Maybe he is from Konkan, from Malvan. So maybe the net issue will be there. Is there? Okay, we'll go ahead. Next consolation goes to Archit Shrivastava. Archit?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Wait a minute, Archit. I'm just putting pin. Okay.
Great.
Archit.
Congratulations, Archit. Well done.
Congratulations, Archit. He's from Mumbai. Very good, Archit. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And our senior group winner, Dr. Kamala Sohoine Award winner. She is from Ratnagiri, Anvita Desai. She is our last year junior group winner also. Last year she won award for the junior group. And this year she continues the thing and now she won award for the senior group. Anvita, are you there?
She's there. She's
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
Just 1 minute, Anvita. I'm just...
Video lang.
Tell your mom. Hello, ma'am. I request Mansi ma'am. I request. Yeah. Hello, ma'am. Yeah. Anvita, she has demonstrated the light experiments, many light experiments she has shown us, and the light and shadows relation. She has shown the lunar and the solar eclipses also online. So we have enjoyed her presentation and the fabulous presentation she has shown. So I request Mansi ma'am to award her with a medal. Your mom is there?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Please unmute all of you and clap. Please unmute and clap, all of you. Let's
all of you, please clap, unmute yourself and clap. And hand over the certificate and award prize of ₹5,000. So congratulations, Anvita.
Thank you, ma'am. And I'd like to say something also, ma'am.
Yes, of course, Anvita.
Yeah, ma'am. First of all, I'll like to thank Concepts Unlimited for arranging this competition. And we were able to understand a lot of scientific experiments and science in everyday life. And in this pandemic, we were able to invest our time in science, and also I increased my interest in science. I will also like to thank Kenny madam, who encouraged, moral supported me and guided me in this journey. And I'll also like to thank Mansi ma'am and Sujata ma'am and all team of Concepts Unlimited for everything they have done for us. Thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome.
Well done.
Thank you. Most welcome, Anvita. You have done a great job.
Yes. All our students have done the great job.
Yes,
I request
definitely.
all consolation prize winners and the winners just wait. Don't leave the classroom even though if you get over. Don't leave it. Please stay here online. I want to discuss few things with you. Okay. Now
1 minute. I think let's tell them to keep video on for just for 2 minutes. We are going to have a screenshot. So
yes.
please, I request all of you to put your camera on for a minute. And those who are award winners, keep your award in your hand.
Yes.
Please, all of you, please keep your cameras on. Jayashri teacher, can you just take us?
Keep smiling until we say done. Your camera on. Yeah.
Usha.
Sujata Miss, please take screenshot.
Yes, doing that.
Rahul Chirantan, can you please put on your camera? Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
All others can do something like this. Your smiley faces, children, your best of your smiley faces, whatever you like, please do that. Cheering up.
I request Jayashri teacher to take charge of the next part of the program. Jayashri teacher, are you there?
Screenshots are done.
Yes, screenshots are done. Thank you all. Don't leave
Okay, thank you all of you.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks a
Hello,
lot.
good evening, everyone. On behalf of our team Concepts Unlimited, I would like to thank all the students over here for your participation and heartiest congratulations to you. Wishing you all a very bright future ahead. Especially, we are very glad to parents. They help a lot for arranging material for practical exam of their board. Thanks again. We couldn't have pulled this off without you. We really appreciate your help and support. I would also like to thank our judges, those evaluate the presentation of students, Dr. Satish sir, Prabha Shetty ma'am, Ratish sir and Chaitali ma'am. We are so pleased to see here. We have Smita Lele ma'am as our chief guest. Thank you so much ma'am for your managing your valuable time for there with us. It's always been our pleasure to have you with us. Thank you audience for your inspiring presence. Thanks a lot everyone and happy Republic Day.
Happy Republic Day to all of you. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
We can leave now, right?
Mansi ma'am. Okay, winners, please don't leave. Winners, all of you, please stay
Let
here.
winners be there. I will.
Ma'am,
Winners,
can
all
I
winners.
Thank you very much, Lele ma'am.
Bye.
Thank
bye.
you, ma'am.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah,
Let's
bye.
meet
Thank you
someday.
all of you for giving your valuable time to share. You
visit
shared
again,
your
ma'am.
valuable
Let's
time
meet.
with us.
Ma'am, can I say something?
Yes, Om.
First of all, I want to thank. I'm thankful to Concept Unlimited for this great opportunity and honorable exam. And I'm thankful to Sujata ma'am and all the teachers of Concept Unlimited for this opportunity. I'm also thankful to Kenny ma'am for their guidance. Thank you.
Thank you, Raj. Thank you, Om. Thanks a lot.
Teacher, I would like to say something.
Yes, who is there?
Yes, thank you, Manu ma'am and Sujata ma'am for giving me an opportunity to say something about Dr. Kamala Sohoine ma'am.
Okay, Urmika. Okay.
She was a very great person.
Yes, you got information about the Dr. Kamala Sohoine.
Yes.
First time you read it, I think.
Urmika, we are looking forward that you to be the next Dr. Kamala Sohoine now. So that's why.
Thank you
That's
so
why
much.
we are all here to support you. Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much. I'll try my best.
She is doing
Yeah,
excellent
sure, we'll do.
experiments, ma'am. Urmika's hand skills are good. She is doing excellent experiments.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Happy Republic Day.
Happy Republic Day.
Happy
Now,
Republic
all of you can leave. Just winners, all of you stay here.
Happy Republic Day, ma'ams and sirs, and everybody present.
Hi, Swanan. Happy Republic Day to you.
Yes, miss. Ma'am, and thank you for giving me a golden opportunity to say something about the Honorable Dr. Kamala Sohoine. It was a very nice. It was a very nice what? It was a very nice thing for me.
Yeah, Swanan, and you said it, you did it well, very well, Swanan. So as expected,
Thank
we
you,
were
ma'am.
expecting that Swanan will do a good job. Okay, that's great, fantastic.
Thank you.
Nishad, I have seen you after a long time. It was pleasure. Now, Sujata ma'am, you can continue
Yes,
with your
yes,
your
yes.
part. So I'm taking leave from all of you. Bye bye. Hearty congratulations once again, and
Bye,
see
ma'am.
you all soon physically too. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Happy Republic Day, ma'am.
Happy Republic Day. Bye.
Bye, ma'am. Happy Republic
Bye.
Day.
Archit, please share your camera with us. Archit, share your camera with us.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now I request all of you, just hold the certificates in your hand. Who's there from ISA? Okay. Just 1 minute. Okay. Gayatri, if it is possible, please. Hello, Gayatri. If it is possible, please hold the certificate in your hand and share your camera with us.